Satnam, welcome. Today we continue with part 2 of Kundalini Yoga for resilience, focusing on strength. Part 2 is always a meditative kriya. So allowing yourself to really go within and to feel what's happening in your inner environment. This series of kriyas, working with resilience, the strength and speed with which we bounce back from setbacks and challenges. And when I think of strength, I'm always reminded when I first started teaching yoga, I used to teach at the gym. And it was such a lovely way to dip your toe into the pool of teaching, because there were always these massive variety of people that would join the classes, and every now and again we'd get a bodybuilder coming to do this very easy yoga stuff, and you'd get this really big strong guy full of lots of muscles and really tough walking into class, and he would really push himself to be able to do all these very simple things that we're doing. And you'd see these guys holding a pose with sweat pouring off of them as every muscle is clenched and they're really going to that physical strength of theirs. And I remember one guy coming to do the headstand, and he interlinked his fingers and we went down, and one of the instructions in headstand is relax your fingers, because we tend to really clench our fingers and get these white knuckles. And this guy's hands were so tightly clenched and his body was so tense that as he went upside down, and he came into the pose because of course the ego wouldn't allow him not to, but he was there upside down and he was just pouring sweat. There was a puddle on his mat with the effort that he put into coming into this posture. And of course, those of you that have been practicing for a while, you know that the more we soften and surrender into these poses, particularly balancing postures, we have to surrender to them. And the more we are able to soften into it, the stronger the pose becomes for us. And so today we're going to be looking at the strength in softness. We're going to be looking at strength that isn't forced, because strength is something that we all hold within ourselves, yes, so beautifully. Yesterday I received an email from Spirit Voyage. It's a Kundalini organization. And they were talking about the strength of the seed that transforms into the flower. And I just thought, wow, this just blends so beautifully, the synchronicity with what we're learning right now. There's so much strength that it takes for that seed to crack the shell open and to emerge so beautifully in its own time into a flower. And anybody who's ever planted seeds knows that they don't all break through the soil at the same time. Each one comes up at a different time. Each one grows and forms at its own time. And we know that if we try and force it, if we were to break the seed open to force the plant to grow out, we would destroy it completely. And that inner strength, that strength that the seed has to transform into the flower, is a strength that each and every one of us holds within ourselves. And the moment we decide to be that bodybuilder and we're going to force it and we're going to push our way into it, we lose our strength. We might get where we're going, but at what cost? Do we want to do headstand in a puddle of sweat, or do we want to do it gracefully, effortlessly? And really, each one of us has the capacity to live effortlessly, to achieve everything that we want to achieve, to react and respond in exactly the way that we want to. But first, we have to access that beautiful, gentle strength that is completely effortless within us. And so as we go through today's kriya, that is the strength we're going to be drawing on. That is the strength we're going to be tapping into. So let's tune in. You can bring your hands together and bring them to your heart center. Lift up your spine, tuck your tailbone under. Lightly engage your belly and soften your shoulders. And just feel the strength in this posture. Of course, many of us already know this, but the purpose of the physical asana is to be able to sit comfortably in a meditative posture such as this for extended lengths of time. So just feel the strength that it takes to sit. Feel the strength as your spine lifts up, as your tailbone reaches down. And take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And we'll inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Long deep breath in and just feel that divine energy. The energy of all the universal wisdom which resides in and around us. And acknowledging the teacher within. Beautiful. And bring your hands to your knees. And let's start with spinal flexors, inhaling up, exhaling down, lifting and lowering, gently warming up your spine. Soften your face, relax your jaw. Feel the sensations of being present in your body. It is impossible to access that effortless inner strength if we're not connected to the body. When we're not connected to our physical self, we're always that bodybuilder in a puddle of sweat. We may very well achieve what we're setting out to achieve, but it's going to take an enormous amount of effort until we learn to access that beautiful softness within. That's it. And come to center, move to a Sufi grind. Let your body lead you. Your body knows exactly what it needs right now. Sufi grind really is one of my favorite movements for allowing my body to show me the way. Because each time I practice this movement, it's slightly different when I just hand over to the instinctive knowledge of my body and change direction. Beautiful. Keep going. Learning to trust your own timing and connect to the most powerful strength of all, the inner strength. And come to center, drop your chin to your chest, and inhale as you roll your head back, exhale your chin across your chest. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Your shoulders may move a little bit. Of course, that's absolutely fine. And change direction. Keep the softness in your face. Check your jaw when you're holding tension in your jaw. So tension in your tongue. Can you relax your tongue just 1% more? And come back to center. Drop your chin all the way down to your chest. And inhale, take your head all the way back. Exhaling down, inhaling up. And feel that beautiful release, making sure you're getting the full range of motion. And come to center. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder and reach your right shoulder down and change sides. That's it. Beautiful. Again, let your body tell you how quickly or how slowly you need to do this. And come back to center. Then you can open out your legs, take them as wide apart as you can get them. Roll forwards onto your sitting bones. Inhale at the center and exhale as you reach your chin towards your toes, keeping your spine beautiful and straight. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Each exhalation, you're just coming a tiny bit closer towards your thighs. The light nerve stretch. Again, such a simple movement, but so powerful. Maybe if it feels safe, you can close your eyes. Beautiful. Keep going. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling to center, turn to face your right leg, and exhale, relax down. Soften, surrender. Use the exhalation. And again, we think of that bodybuilder trying to get into headstand. And ask yourself, what am I doing here? Am I softening into the pose, allowing my body to go even deeper? Or am I forcing? Inhale up to center, turn to face the left, and exhale down here. Deeply relax. Use the exhale to soften. And inhale up to center, and exhale down. And just use the exhalation, each exhale relaxing a tiny bit more. And breathe into it. And curling up. Bring your legs together and bend your left foot, bringing your heel up towards your hip. Take your right arm, wrap it around your left leg, and then twist your body over to the left and gaze over your left shoulder. Now we're going to inhale, lift the spine up, and exhale, twist it round. Inhale up and exhale, twisting round. Keep this active. Don't allow yourself to just slump here. It's inhale up and exhale round. And even as you're staying active in the pose, you're not forcing. And release, changing sides. Right leg comes up, wrap the left arm around the right knee, lift your chest, and turn and gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale up and exhale round. Keep using the breath. Inhale up, exhale round. Beautiful. And come back to center. Reach up with your arms, stretch forwards where you can. Inhale up and exhale down. Lovely, strong, powerful movement, keeping your spine straight and your neck in line with your spine. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Beautiful. Keep going. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, and soften. Deeply relax. And curling up and coming to Sukhasana, to easy pose. Beautiful. So finding a comfortable seated posture. We're going to start off today with a very similar exercise to what we did in part 1 of this series. Elbows tucked into the waist, palms facing forward. Now we're going to reach up, palm flat, and grab with the hand and pull down. Reach up, grab, and pull down. But it's a fast movement, so you're going to get your breath into a very natural kind of breath of fire, and you're going to go as quickly as you can. We're going to do this for a little while, so you're going to really need to dig into that inner strength and find a way to keep moving. Even if you need to slow down or slightly change the posture, that's absolutely fine. And let's go. Inhale, reach up, exhale down. Reaching up and pulling down. Good. And as you do this, just try and imagine that we're tapping into that Om Namo Gurudev Namo, tapping into that universal wisdom, the primal wisdom. And we're just inviting it in, pulling in the wisdom that's available to us. Maybe close your eyes and just get into the beautiful rhythm that works for you. Now, of course, the meridians for the fingertips, the meridians for the brain are in the fingertips. So even as we're doing this simple movement, we're stimulating the brain, we're stimulating the lymphatic system, we're stimulating the heart, building strength and stamina in the arms and the shoulders. So it just seems simple, but actually such a profound movement, and it requires a lot of strength. Think of the seed breaking through that shell, strength that's required, the trust and faith as it breaks through and it's still surrounded by complete darkness. You kind of think, gosh, I thought if I broke this shell, I'd be in the light and everything would be beautiful and shiny, but here I am covered in mud, in the darkness. And still we find a way to push through, to keep going through the mud, through the darkness, finding that strength to trust until we peep through the top of the soil and we catch that first glimpse of light. Beautiful, reaching and pulling, reaching and pulling. Very nice. You're doing really well. Just keep going. Go as quickly as you can. See what that means for you. Make sure you keep your breath constant. Drawing on that universal wisdom, the wisdom of all that is, of all that exists. Beautiful. Resilience. Finding a way. tapping into the inner strength. Good. Keep going. Starting to feel the heat in your shoulders. Remember, if you need to rest, rest your arms here so that the energy keeps flowing rather than letting the arms come down. Maybe now you're starting to feel tired in your seated posture. So just check that your belly is still engaged to support your spine. Oh, we're getting there. We're almost there. Just keep pushing through. Reaching and pulling, reaching and pulling. Maybe you've slowed down a little bit now. That's also fine. Maybe you're going a little bit faster. Just trusting that your body knows. Well, we've got less than 30 seconds to go. Keep reaching and pulling. Pull. Last 10 seconds. Let's see if we can go as quickly as we can now for 10 seconds. Dig deep. And release, take your arms up. Deep breath in, squeeze more band, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, and hold the breath in. Visualize the breath as a beautiful healing white light. And experience that breath as it moves through your body. Hold it. Lift and squeeze. And exhale, release. Gently draw your hands down through your magnetic field. That's it. And just sit in stillness. That was 5 minutes. That was amazing. Well done. Just holding your arms up like that for 5 minutes is such an amazing feat. Feel what that feels like in your body now. Feel the heat in your shoulders, the energy coursing all the way down through to your fingertips. Notice your heart, notice your breath. Be so present in it. And breathing into it. Then maybe you need to shake out your shoulders, release it, see what you need, really listen to your body. Good. And come back to center. And we're going to take the arms up now to shoulder height, palms facing downwards. And the movement is to crisscross the arms back and forwards. Breath. Listen to your body and see what breath your body needs. Maybe you go into a natural kind of breath of fire following the rhythm of your arms. Maybe you do long, deep breathing. But just really trust. And sometimes when I do this movement, I feel the breath of fire. And today I'm feeling a long, deep breath. So really just trust that your body knows exactly what it needs. Make sure you're not holding tension in your shoulders. If you hold tension in your shoulders, it can really make this that much more challenging. Again, we think of tension in the shoulders as the bodybuilder in his headstand. The yogi in the headstand surrenders to it. So just think of that. Notice what happens when you relax your shoulders. working with the magnetic field, with that energy field around us, strengthening, cleansing, engaging the energy of the heart and the breath. Beautiful. Keep going. Less than 30 seconds to go. We're nearly there. You can feel the heat in the shoulders. Make sure your belly's nice and strong, supporting you. Beautiful. Only 5 seconds. And release. Let your hands rest on your knees. Take a long, deep breath in. Hold your breath. Squeeze more band. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift the anal muscles. Keep the breath in. And visualize the breath as a beautiful, healing white light that's moving through your body, and feel that energy circulating. Take more breath in. Hold it. And exhale, come to stillness. Notice the energy in your body. Notice your breath. Breathe into surrender. Breathe into softness. This is where the magic happens. Surrender to it. Soften to that inner strength. Beautiful. So the next exercise we're going to do can be a little bit tricky. We're going to come into a squatting position. I'm just going to move this out of the way so you can see what's happening, as if we were doing frogs. Okay. Heels are off the mat, hands are resting on the floor. Now we're going to bring the right foot up and rest the right foot on the left ankle. Okay, so you can see there, the right foot is resting on the left ankle. And just let your weight lean forward into your hands. And we're just going to hold here with long, deep breathing. Now, if you're finding it difficult to hold this posture, see if you can adjust it to find a way that would work for you. And if you can't adjust it, just have your foot resting on your toes. A long, deep breathing. Using the exhale to soften and relax. Using the breath to be present. Each exhalation, feeling yourself here. And notice this posture requires no physical strength. It needs balance and focus, inner strength. Keep breathing. Doing really well. And changing sides, coming onto your right foot and bring your left foot onto your right ankle and holding here. Let your weight shift forwards into your hands. Follow your breath. We are born strong. We are naturally strong. Strength isn't something we build from the outside. Strength is our natural state. It's who we are. But we give so much of our power away from the small things. We forget how to do things for ourselves, particularly in contemporary life. We rely on others for so much. And we start to forget how strong we are. We forget about this inner resource. We forget what we're capable of. When we practice here, we remind ourselves, I'm so strong, I'm so capable. Amazing, well done. Coming down onto your knees. Bring your hands to your feet and just soften forwards. Let your shoulders fall down onto the mat. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Let your hips sink down to your heels. And ask yourself, where in my body do I feel my strength? What is the physical location of my strength? And go into that place where you feel the physical manifestation of your strength. Breathe into it. Be present with it. And connect to that inner resource. Beautiful. Very gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, curling up. And extend your legs out in front of you. Now you can either have your legs together or take them about hip distance apart. It's entirely up to you. We're going to reach forwards and relax down in a forward bend. And we're just going to soften and surrender completely. No expectation, no judgment, definitely not forcing. Think of all the potential held in that seed, all the strength within it, and recognize yourself as that seed. You cannot force it. Forcing it will destroy it. But if you surrender to it, your true power is revealed. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hands and arms. Relax your fingertips. Soften. Relax. Surrender. Go within. Tap into your natural state of pure strength. See if it feels right to lengthen your exhale. And maybe begin to double the length of your exhale, possibly inhaling for 3 and exhaling for 6. Surrendering, deepening the pose. Softening. Maybe in your mind's eye, you begin to see where you've given away your power, your strength, and the possibility of taking back some of the responsibility for your own strength. And stretch forwards, come up with a straight back. Reach up with your fingertips as you inhale deeply. Hold the breath in, squeeze more band, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, and visualize the breath as that beautiful healing white light. Reach up, squeeze, and send the energy through your body. Take more breath in, hold it. And turn your palms to face outwards as you exhale slowly down. And come to stillness. Just settling here, feeling what you're feeling. Beautiful. And when you're ready, bending your knees and coming up to a squatting position again. So now you want your feet flat. It's as if we were going into Malasana, garland pose. If you can't get your heels flat on the mat, maybe you want to tuck a cushion underneath your heels so that you're fully supported. So whether you have a cushion or your feet are flat, we're going to now lift the buttocks up and bring the arms through the back of the legs. And if you can, reaching your hands onto your feet with your fingertips pointing forwards. Now, if it's not possible to bring your hands round, just have your fingertips pointing backwards, arms through your legs. Okay, so coming into the posture, and wherever you are, begin breath of fire. Beautiful. Now you notice your head is looking up. And with this strong breath of fire, you can really feel your belly pressing. So I want you to focus on that movement of the belly. Breath of fire builds heat in the body. It's an energizing posture. And what is strength? Strength is energy and action. So we're really engaging that strength now. Strong, powerful breath of fire. Keep it going. Beautiful. Stay with your breath, keep the breath of fire nice and strong. You want to feel the belly rising and falling, forcing the air out through the nose. Effortlessly connecting to your inner strength. You're doing really well, stay with it. Keep the breath strong. Beautiful. Less than 30 seconds to go. Keep with it. And release your hands. Bring your palms to your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze low band. Lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, and roll the energy up. Keep the breath in. Experience that beautiful healing white light. Take more breath in, hold it, lift and squeeze. And exhale, release. If you can, staying in the squatting position and just come to stillness for a moment. Allow the energy to move. If you need to change the posture, maybe you want to just stand up and straighten your legs. See what your body needs. Beautiful. And then you can just look to the front for a moment. So I'm going to demonstrate the next posture. So when we started working with strength, we did a class on a heifer class, and in that heifer class, we did crow pose. So for those of you that weren't there, I'll just demonstrate it again. Fingertips pointing slightly towards each other, fingers spread, and bending the elbows to make a shelf with the elbows. We then lift the hips up and bring the knees onto the upper arms, lifting the feet off the mat. But now for today's pose, we're going to drop the head onto the mat, and we're just going to stay here. So knees are balancing on the upper arms, head is resting on the mat. Okay, so coming into crow pose to start with. And if it doesn't feel possible for you, maybe you're feeling like crow pose isn't going to happen, or there's too much tension to get your head onto the mat, then just come to a squatting position and find a way for you to bring your head down onto the mat. Really, yoga is about listening to your body. We're building strength, we're coming to that inner resource. And remember, we're not forcing this, because it's no good being in a puddle of sweat. We're doing this effortlessly. So finding your way, coming into crow pose and bringing your head down onto the mat, or whatever variation of this pose you're doing. We're just going to hold here and breathe. Beautiful, long, deep breathing. Staying fully connected to your inner source of strength. Beautiful, doing whatever you need to. Maybe you just got your knees bent and your head resting on the mat. Obviously, the ultimate purpose of this posture is that we've got the hips higher than the head, so we've got the blood flowing to the head. So maybe all you're doing is some variation of this. Maybe you've just got your head down and your hips up. Remember, foresee solutions to every problem. Find a way that works for you. Beautiful. Just find your own way, and then come to stillness there. Try and find the stillness in whatever variation of this posture you're in. Start to notice how it feels. The blood is rushing down to your head because your hips are higher than your head. Cleansing, flushing out the eyes, the ears, stimulating the brain fluid. We've got less than 30 seconds to go, so just try and find a stillness where you are. Beautiful. Be there, be all there. You're doing really, really well. This is a great exercise for brain health. Beautiful, and curling up. Coming onto your knees or a cross-legged posture, whatever feels right for you. Take a lovely, long, deep inhalation. And really just feel what's happening in your body now. Experience being present in the sensations of your body. And we challenge the mind and the body with new and unfamiliar movements. What are we building? Resilience. Resilience comes from doing things that are not easy for us, but trying anyway. Having the strength to try, even when we know this is really hard for me right now. Beautiful. And bring your hands into Venus lock, interlinking your fingers, left thumb over right for ladies, right over left for men. Hands and elbows are at shoulder height. And the movement is as if you were sawing wood. So push away and pull back, push away and pull back. And it's a very strong movement. We're going to do come into a natural kind of breath of fire, inhaling as you push away and exhaling as you pull back towards your chest. And let's go. See how fast you can go. Beautiful. And just notice how freeing this movement feels. Again, it's one of those really simple movements, but it feels so strong and so powerful. You can feel the energy shifting around your body just as you do this movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nearly there, keep going, keep finding a way, keep moving powerfully. Maybe you can feel the heat building up in your arms and shoulders now. So find a way that you can just keep this going. Good. Excellent. We don't pretend it's easy, but we find a way. We keep going. We challenge what we believe we're capable of, and this is how we develop this inner strength, how we access the inner strength that is in with each of us, which is our nature, our natural way of being. 5 seconds. And release. Rest your hands in your knees and just sit in the stillness. Feel what's happening around you. Feel what's happening within you. This beautiful flow of energy, this movement within the stillness. And feel this exquisite sensation in the body. So powerful. And take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Hold your breath, squeeze more band, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, keep it in there. Now visualize the breath as a white light and see this white light spiraling up your spine, round and round, spiraling all the way up to the top of the crown of the head. Take another breath in, hold it, and exhale, release. And check in. What am I feeling in my body right now? And do I feel any emotions in my body right now? Can I name the emotion that I'm feeling? Can I soften into it and allow myself to feel it? Then you can bring your left hand onto your left knee, palm facing upwards. And with your middle and ring finger of your right hand, you're going to come onto your left wrist and find your pulse. So using the middle and ring finger. And just gently find your pulse. And when you find your pulse, start to use the mantra Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And Sat Nam means truth is my identity. We use it as a greeting in Kundalini Yoga. When we see someone, we know, Sat Nam, I come to you in truth. I come to you as my most authentic self. And when we leave, Sat Nam, I leave you in truth. I leave you in my most authentic nature. And what could be stronger or more powerful than always being in our truest and most authentic nature? Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Just feel your own unique rhythm. Connect to your own unique pace. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Allow the stillness to completely envelop you. The strength to be completely connected. Breathing into it. Sat Nam. And release your hand. Take a long deep breath in. Experience the magic of the stillness within. Experience the connection to all that is. And when you're ready, lying down, preparing for the final relaxation. So either coming to Shavasana, feet mat distance apart, palms facing up, or lying on your side or any other comfortable, relaxing posture. Maybe covering yourself with a blanket. And just allowing yourself to be completely still. And we're going to start by tensing the body. So tense your feet, lift your calves, your thighs off the mat, tense, 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 and drop. Lift your hips all the way up towards the ceiling, squeeze your buttocks together, tense, 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 and drop. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling, squeeze your shoulder blades together, tense, 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 and drop. Make a fist with your hand, lift your arms off the mat, stretch your fingers out, tense, 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 and drop. Squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears, tensing, tensing, and release. Very gently roll your head from side to side, coming back to center. And then scrunch your face up into an ugly ball. Tense, 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 tense. Squeeze tense your face, squeeze your eyes, purse your lips, tense, 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 and soften. I relax my feet. I relax my feet. My feet are relaxed. I relax my calves and thighs. I relax my calves and thighs. My calves and thighs relax. I relax my hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. I relax my hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. My hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest are relaxed. I relax my hands and arms, neck and shoulders. I relax my hands and arms, neck and shoulders. My hands and arms, neck and shoulders are relaxed. I relax my face, eyes, nose, mouth, and tongue. My face is relaxed. My entire body is completely relaxed. And in this space of deep relaxation, I feel the seed of strength within me. And I notice how strong I am. I feel that beautiful, deep strength that is always there for me. I simply need to call on it. And there is peace within. Peace around. Peace in all the world. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can start to bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your chest. Very gently rubbing your thumb across your fingertips, moving your toes. And you can take your arms above your head, have a beautiful stretch. Hugging your knees to your chest. And drop your knees to the right and look over your left shoulder. And change sides. And coming back to center, rubbing the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands together. And very gently rocking up and coming to Sukhasana, to easy pose. Bringing your hands to your heart. May the long-time sun shine upon us. All love surround us. And the pure light within guide our way on. Sat-nam. 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 Have a beautiful, beautiful day.